Kavanaugh? No. Councillor Eglai?
No.
Councillor Cucci?
No.
It's not a question of a victory or loss. This is a divisive issue, as we saw with the polling. But you know, at the end of the day, it's a legal product, and our responsibility was very narrow. We had to decide whether we were going to allow retail stores or not, and I think council made the right decision. We're the second largest city in the province, and the reality is, whether you like it or not, cannabis is a legal product, and in order to ensure that we minimize these illegal shops popping up, we have to give consumers a legitimate alternative, and that is retail stores that are very strictly regulated in terms of signage and displays and so on. And I think the council made the right decision today. I want to congratulate you because you voted for the report.
Yes, it was unanimous.
It was unanimous, so
yeah.
Thank you very much.
How did that happen?
You can go to each door. I voted against it, I voted for it.
Like you in the casinos.
Oh. Would you have voted to opt out for a long period of time, or were you thinking along the lines of Councillor Meehan, where you just opt out for a period of time until you get a little bit more clarification?
Well, the good news is if you opt out, you can always opt in. Okay, but it doesn't work the other way. It's a bit of a lobster trap. If you opt in, you're in for good, and you can't opt out. So I don't think it would take very long for everybody to realize how it's going in the other cities that do choose to opt in. And right now, the next two biggest cities to us have chosen to opt out, and Ottawa is the first bigger city to opt in. So if we had waited just to see how it works in the other cities, if it didn't work, if there were clusters developing in strips, so you got strips of pot shops, we would be able to go to the province and say, hey, let's change this so that we can get better planning control. And then we would be able to opt in.
I've got a lot of flack from people who say I'm totally anti-marijuana and anti-retail. I'm not. I want to speak for the taxpayers of the city who, you know, times are tight. We voted for a proposed tax increase, and here we're going to have to cough up more money, find more money for policing and things like that.
Your motivations are purely financial and not that black market aspect, the safety of kids?
Well, the arguments that were put forward by the Board of Health and the police don't cut it. We were told that this is going to eliminate the black market. Well, clearly, every jurisdiction that has allowed retail cannabis and marijuana has seen the black market flourish. So the arguments in favor of the deal that was presented from the province just don't cut it. It's important to speak to that and to speak for those who don't support legalization, retail sales, and for the taxpayers who are going to have to subsidize this now.